Nova Corps. We have a situation. Thanos is here.
Destroyer of worlds, big glowy gauntlet, wrinkly chin. Yeah, I've heard of him.
You have to help us. This is a priority 1 distress call, Star-Lord. I know we rarely ask for your assistance, but we're desperate.
I don't have to do anything. What's in it for me?
We'll expunge your past crimes from your record. Hijacking a Star Blaster on Xandar, consorting with the Centaurian delinquent, impersonating a Nova Corps officer.
I want a clean slate for my whole crew. Rocket, Gamora, Groot, and Drax.
Nova Prime won't be happy about this. But if that's what it'll take, we can do it. Okay, here's the situation. We tracked Thanos to this Kree planet, but when our fighters engaged, he decimated our fleet. Without your help, he'll kill us all. We're no match for him. Half our ships are already gone. We've set up a defensive position around the planet, but we can't hold out for long.
All right, Space Cops, but you're gonna owe us big time for this.
You will be compensated, Star-Lord. Please hurry.
Time to rock and roll.
Looks like death out there.
Business as usual.
I'm not complaining.
Gamora, heads up!
You two want to quit making out and help me before we explode? Quit! Move! Now! Thanks, Yumi. And fixed! On to the next disaster. And that is... where to begin? Thrusters fried, compilers spitting out carbon. Oh, and now Groot's on fire. Groot's on fire!
Peter!
I am Groot.
Oh, Groot says thanks.
Wait, if you're all here, who the hell is flying my ship?
Whoa, Drax! Do not distract me, Star-Lord. Thanos is here. Today, I finally slay our nemesis. My dead wife and daughter shall have their vengeance. I have longed for this day of death. Dreamed of it.
Hey, I'm all aboard the vengeance train, okay? But let's worry about not getting killed before we kill him.
We are on a spaceship, not a train.
Move, Drax!
Enjoying myself.
Yeah, well, I'd enjoy you shutting up, okay?
Off to a great start today.
I am Groot.
All right, guys. Let me show you how it's done.
I am Groot.
No. No. That was absolutely not fun, you stupid log.
Okay. Now I'm really pissed.
Disgusting. We have a bathroom for that. Where is the other green one?
Wishing we had better seatbelts. Still breathing.
Ow! Oh no! Get me down! Get me down! My sweet, precious little baby!
There's an infant on our ship.
Well, that can't be good.
Where is it? Where is it? Hey! Get down here! I mean up here! Whatever! Stupid stubby little arms! Come to Papa!
You need a hand there, little buddy?
Your powers of observation are phenomenal. We're all gonna be red-faced in a second if you don't help me. Careful with that. My baby, give it! Another nanosecond, and we all would have been atomized.
Still looks like it'll blow up to me.
It sure ain't no toy. We get pushed around by a lot of dangerous jerks. I built this bad boy to push back. Ain't she a beaut? She's still a little unstable. But who isn't?
I like the way your brain works.
Me too.
So this is how I die.
The mad Titan arrives. He is heading towards those ruins.
Looks like the Nova Corps failed. It's up to us to take him down.
Just the 5 of us.
And that gun.
Thanos. Through. There. I smell his evil stench.
That door is not gonna budge so easily.
Yeah, it will.
Okay, so this gun ain't totally, operational yet. And it only has one shot. But think of it as a feature. Yeah, I mean, you can't harness enough energy to atomize a biggish moon or smallish planet without some drawbacks.
Wait, what? You couldn't have mentioned that earlier?
I didn't want to ruin the mood.
Now, let's see. Think I see a way over.
Tread lightly, Star-Lord. Thanos must not detect our presence.
I'm not gonna tread at all. Oh, hey. Easy there, Shifty.
Star-Lord, what do your red eyes see?
Peter, are you injured? Say something.
Oh, my spine. It is in so many more pieces now.
Don't be so dramatic.
Oh no.
What happened? Did you find the Nova Corps?
Yeah, they're all dead. Hang on. I'll find you guys a way through. Yo, Rocket.
What's up, Pete?
So, is that fancy gun of yours ready yet?
You can't rush perfection, or nanomolecular weaponry, so no.
Drax, pick up.
Hello, Peter.
So, who do you think built this place?
Kree. I can tell by the hideous architecture. I have never encountered more bloodthirsty and nefarious creatures. I rejoiced greatly when they were annihilated.
Hey, Gamora.
What is it, Peter?
Got any useful info about Thanos?
Unfortunately, I do. Being raised by a monster, you learn firsthand of the darkness that lives within them. Thanos exists solely to impress death, to rule the galaxy unopposed. We would be wise to prepare for a battle unlike any other.
I am officially creeped out. Wonder who you were. Looks like some kind of fungus? Maybe? This was a bloodbath. Not sure what it looked like before, but this place got trashed. Thanos did this. They're all... Yeah. Sounds like Thanos is already down there. Man, I broke the hell out of this thing. Looks like the Nova Corps made an emergency landing. Right through a wall. Kinda looks like my landing. Ooh, hey now. That could do some damage.
You there?
What's up?
What's going on over there, man?
I found a crashed Novacore ship. Right smack through the wall.
Ew. Ouch.
Yeah. I think its guns can blast the door open, but I can't get into the cockpit.
Check the side. Should be an access override panel. I, might have stripped one of these ships for parts before.
Found the panel, but I can't get it open.
Yeah, you're gonna need an override chip to access it. High-ranking officers usually carry them.
Maybe I can figure out who was in charge. Well, I've got the time scanner. Figure. Oh! Jeez. Was this damage in the fight, or is it supposed to look like this? Bingo! ID chip. Got it. So this is where you landed. Ouch. Hey, you guys still out there?
Affirmative, Star-Lord.
Good. Stand back from the door. Like, way, way back.
Understood. Backing away.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Booyah!
This is a Kree temple. They are a technologically advanced species. Strong of body, powerful of military.
What is Thanos even doing here? What does he want with this place?
Guess we'll find out.
I know one thing for certain. I gotta get this thing working or we're all dead. I'm almost done tinkering. Promise. Just a little more calibrating and this baby'll sing.
We're counting on you, Rocket.
Nothing inspires the creative soul like intense pressure, right?
Hey, I think this can take us down. If the controls aren't too damaged.
No big deal, Gams. I can undamage him.
I am Groot.
Groot says he's worried we bit off more than we can chew. Why don't you relax, you big wooden baby? We're just going deeper into the old creepy temple to stop a literal murderizing machine.
It wouldn't be.
I am Groot. There is nothing to fear. I will protect both of you cowards.
There. Good as new.
The time has come. Either Thanos falls, or we do.
On my planet, before a great battle, our fearless leader would rally the troops with his words.
Thanos is done terrorizing the innocent people of this galaxy. It's time for payback.
Yes. Revenge.
Always a noble pursuit.
What?
Stop whatever your mouth is doing. Your suffering is ended. At last. It's mine. Yes.
Hey, you! Jackass!
Childish insults. I would expect as much from you. Now that I have this, I shall roll through the galaxy like a great wave, crushing the bones of every inhabitant and the civilizations of every planet I pass.
Oh, let me guess. It's a ancient superweapon. Or something.
The Eternity Forge.
Called it!
Daughter, you have aligned yourself with such pathetic creatures.
I was never your daughter.
Then you will die an adversary.
Yeah, that's not happening, big guy.
Your actions are futile. You cannot kill me.
Give me a few more seconds!
Don't have any more!
My turn.
This is for my wife and daughter! Pitiful. You always were the ungrateful one.
You're right. Thanks for training me to kill. I'll put it to good use.
Rocket!
I know!
Gun!
I know!
You took everything from me!
I removed your weakness. I gave you purpose. Thanos!
Guys! It's done! It's ready! Then use it!
No weapon can kill me, vermin!
Come on! Clear shot! Gotcha. Oh boy.
I am Groot! I am Groot! What is this mechanical nonsense? Why are there 3 triggers? Peter!
I'm ending this!
You are a waste of life! You have failed. The Guardians of the Galaxy. You cannot even guard yourselves. The galaxy is...
Smile, son of a...
How is this?
No way. I can't believe it, guys, but he's dead.
Believe it, man! We rock! Woohoo!
I am Groot!
Guess this relic is useless. Huh.
But this gun wasn't! Who did? You did!
Rocket,
You
quit it.
did? Yes!
Stop it, both of you! Enough!
We are victorious. The biggest terror the galaxy has ever known is no more. I am Groot!
I never thought this would happen.
Yeah! What do we do now?
Keep us from falling apart.
Wow. Yeah, no pressure. Chug that liquid, whatever that is.
Yes. I feel nothing.
Wow. That didn't affect you.
Allow me to explain. I feel nothing. What a feeling to not be feeling. This is my hour of honor. My sweet wife and daughter have finally been avenged. I have long dreamt of this moment. And its arrival is satisfactory.
Then we drink for them. I know how much this means to you.
Now, I can join my family in the afterlife. Without regret. I was not there to save my family before. But now that I have exterminated Thanos, my redemption is complete.
Groot's totally right. He said Peter killed Thanos, not you, big guy.
Nonsense. Clearly I got my revenge.
Didn't see you pulling the trigger.
My hands are too strong. I would break such a puny device.
Of course you did, Drax. You killed the guy who killed your family. That's the definition of revenge.
Yes. Thank you, Peter. Those are precisely my beliefs. I shall celebrate by consuming this vile swill.
Yes, this is the gun that blew a hole in Thanos. But no, you can't do shots on it. Okay, maybe just one.
Hey, Rocket.
So, as I was saying, I built this brilliant, beautiful piece of machinery with my own 2 hands. I can tell you're impressed by my technological virility. Ain't nobody in the universe can do what I do.
You know, I couldn't have said it better myself. My good pal Rocket here, his gun wrecked Thanos.
The applause feels good. You know? Maybe I should quit while I'm ahead. Go out on a high note. We've been at this hero business non-stop for a while now. I should just retire and live off all the fame and free booze. Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah! As they say, absence makes the heart grow bigger. Nah, that sounds like a medical condition.
The party just started. You're already talking about
I
bailing?
just need some time where I ain't almost dying every day. Ain't good for my health. I mean, look at all we accomplished. Thanos is dead. The galaxy is guarded. Our job's done. Maybe it's time we go our separate ways. Hey, drink maker! I got 2 hands and one of them's empty.
I am Groot.
I'm gonna need your help, Groot. We can't let Rocket lead the Guardians.
I am Groot.
Drinking out of a galactic superweapon, I see. Bold. Nice to see you're enjoying yourself.
Hey, Gamora, quit being a loner up there. You know we killed Thanos. We're heroes. What are you doing all by yourself?
I've got a lot on my mind. It's been a complicated day.
How about a refill?
Why not?
On my way.
You disrespectful human!
How dare you?
Oh, man, you know what? I'm sorry about that. Wasn't looking where I was going. And I'm drunk.
Watch your steps, Star-Lord.
Guess not everyone's a fan.
At least I managed not to drop this.
My hero.
I try. Thanos murdered your people. I thought you'd be happier once he was gone.
He was a monster, yes. But he was also my family. I can't make sense of it.
Oh, come on, forget Thanos. He's dead. You're not. You deserve to have some fun.
Don't make light of this, Peter. He will always be a part of who I am. I keep thinking about Nebula.
Your sister?
I called her that. We both called Thanos father. He used to force us to fight, to prove who was worthy of being called his daughter. I won. We couldn't stop until there was blood on the ground.
Maybe you should have let her win.
I thought about it. But the idea of showing weakness in front of Thanos wasn't going to happen. Neb stabbed me while I was sleeping, because I won. Imagine how she's gonna react when she finds out we killed Thanos. She loved him, I think. In her own way.
No matter how you feel, just remember this. You did the right thing. That'll get you through.
You... You're making more sense than normal, Peter. Or perhaps the drinks are kicking in. There's a small part of me that wants to see my sister again. But when she finds out what we did, she's gonna lose her mind. She'll hunt us all down and kill us. You don't know Nebula. Imagine me, but angrier. And enhanced with cybernetics.
Like you said, she's your sister. Trust me, family's worth fighting for.
Maybe you're right. I'll try to call her. After a few more of these.
To family. Huh?
To family.
Hey, you chumps doing a toast without us? I thought we were a team.
To what are we toasting?
I built the gun who killed the baddie. The toast is mine. Says so in the rule book.
I have not heard of this rule book.
Like I was saying, to family.
The weirdest looking one in the galaxy.
No, we should toast to the dead. May they be avenged.
I am Groot.
To friendship? How? Boring.
Very well, to dead friends then.
Ah, let's just drink already.
Well, we haven't killed each other yet. Nice work, Peter. Hey! There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Why?
We got a big, big problem.
Okay.
It was not my fault. I barely consumed my body weight in that toxic liquid.
Hey, I was surrounded by adoring fans. I couldn't let them go thirsty.
Oh, I don't care who ordered all the drinks. We need to figure out how to pay our tab.
Pete's gonna love my solution. You know I always got genius ideas, right? You need a plan, you go to Rocket. That's the deal. I'm just making good on it.
Yeah, whatever it is, I'm sure it's brilliant.
Why, thank you. It certainly is. We're gonna sell Thanos' body!
I am
That is not a bad idea.
Selling a corpse? How could that be profitable?
There are people who would find it valuable.
Exactly. And I know just the guy. The Collector. He loves buying exotic crap for his museum, so Thanos, the newly dead Titan, will be perfect. He'll pay you tons of units for that body. These are the kind of people you want to be rubbing elbows with, Pete.
I love everything about this.
And I love you for loving it.
Or we could turn Thanos over to the Nova Corps. They've had an official bounty on his head for years. Plus, it comes with the added benefit of not having to deal with criminals, like the Collector. He's a corrupt thug, bottom line. But the Nova Corps, they maintain peace and order in the galaxy. They have thousands of ships and soldiers. This could get us on their good side.
Hey, we're not exactly saints ourselves, Gomorrah. I'm not judging.
There's a difference between us and the Collector.
Yeah, we're broke. And the only way to get unbroke is by selling Thanos to him.
Guys, we just killed the biggest, baddest criminal in history. We shouldn't turn right around and become one ourselves. Working with the Nova Corps is the right thing to do. You're being a greedy little rodent right now.
Oh, as if you're so high and mighty, Green Lady. You suddenly forgot all the innocent people you murdered for that psycho?
I remember each and every one. Not that you'd understand. You do whatever the hell you want, whenever you want.
That is an accurate and completely acceptable judgment.
It's Peter's call, Rocket, not yours.
You, doing all right after last night?
The rodent tried to deny me my victory. But you, my true and noble friend, Peter Quill, stood with me. I believe HELLBOT and Ghamora can rest peacefully now.
I really need to figure out what to do with Thanos.
Nova Corps, Collector, thrown into a black hole? That is up to you. He is dead. That is all I care about.
You know, I've never asked. HELLBOT and Ghamora. What were they like?
My wife and daughter, they were kind, brave, true. Qualities I, myself, aspire to possess. Ask me no more of them, Peter. I do not always wish to remember their faces.
So, eating your feelings, I see.
With Thanos defeated, there is a void inside of me that only these rations can fill.
All right, gotta run, Drax. Stay cool.
My body temperature is always 125.9 degrees.
Man, is everything on this ship broken? Hey, Mom. Ah, missed that view. I always knew I'd make headlines someday. Just didn't think it'd be for killing a giant purple tyrant. No, you. Well, that's not good. Who did? You did. And about to be someone else's problem.
That terminal took a beating in the crash. Still offline. Gotta use the one on the bridge. Peter Quill, legendary Star-Lord. So what's up, my main man?
How you holding up, buddy?
Yeah, my liver's trying to shake me from the inside out. I've never had so many free drinks in my life. Living in a post-Thanos world, on the other hand, maybe it won't be so bad. Some time off would be a welcome change.
So, what's the deal with this collector guy?
Might come as a surprise, but the collector collects stuff for his collection. When he's not running the underworld, that is. He pays tip-top dollar, which is way better than anything the Nova Corps can do for us.
Why do you hate the Nova Corps so much?
Those NC jerkwads locked me and Groot up at least a dozen times for bounty hunting, weapon stealing, you know, innocent stuff like that. Hey, come on, a guy's gotta make an honest living, am I right?
So, you made up your mind. You're really leaving, then?
Look, man, 2 days ago I was getting shot at. Last night I was getting shots. Know what I mean? We're famous. I gotta take advantage. Step 1, sell Thanos. Step 2, fling money into air.
You still messing with that thing?
Nope, dismantling. Gonna use the parts to fix the engine.
Really?
Yeah, well, I stole parts from the engine to make it, so I'm just putting them back. I said I'm putting them back!
I should get back to it.
Oh, and don't be an idiot. Thanos is worth a fortune. Call the collector.
Groot? Buddy?
I am Groot.
Wow, I didn't know trees could get hung over. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, God. Oh. All I smell is dead Thanos.
The best kind of Thanos.
It's just you and me now, Nebula. We should... I don't know. Catch up?
About what, Ghamora? How you killed our father?
He left us no choice.
Stay away from me.
Hey, Peter.
How are you doing?
Fine. Staying as far away from Rocket as I can. I don't want to let him ruin my mood. Last night was actually fun. Maybe too much fun. So, something on your mind?
Did I hear you talking to Nebula earlier?
If by talking to you mean being yelled at. Even though she's pissed, it feels good to have it off my mind. Thanks for the advice.
Okay, let's not get touchy-feely about this.
I would never get touchy-feely. That is an absurd expression.
So, you still mad at Rocket?
He needs to watch his little tongue. I may have been too harsh with him. He just... oh, he's so infuriating.
Why do you like the Nova Corps so much?
I don't really like to talk about it, but I was an assassin for Thanos. I killed so many people for him that I lost count. Tyrants. Innocents. Didn't matter. If you ever hear the ridiculous nickname, the most dangerous woman in the universe, that was me. But the Nova Corps, they turned a blind eye to my past after I joined the Guardians. Being with you guys, making the galaxy safer, it's my chance to make up for what I did.
I guess I'll talk to you later.
Some advice for you. Don't trust the Collector. You should call the Nova Corps.
I mean, how bad could the Collector be?
Greetings, I'm Vili, the Collector's representative.
I, heard you guys might be in the market for the biggest threat the galaxy has ever known.
You have Thanos? The Mad Titan?
Got his big purple corpse right here.
My boss has significant resources and could pay handsomely for such a rare specimen. So long as the body's in museum-quality condition, of course. Such as no signs of advanced decomposition, excessive damage to the face or skeleton, and that the body mass is at least 90% intact.
Well, besides, you know, being dead, Thanos never looked better.
Very well. Then we can make a deal. Send me your coordinates and I'll be there shortly with some associates to examine the specimen personally.
Associates?
Just make sure the body is there.
Are you serious? Dealing with the Collector? That's a dangerous path we're going down. And I have a feeling it's not going to end well. It really does with creeps like him.
Ah, you worry too much. Look, it's gonna be 100% A-okay.
If you say so.
Consider this side of the argument, Gamora. Money. Money!
These people do not mess around, Peter. When they see the hole in that body...
Don't worry, Gamora. Listen, I'll throw in that relic. Okay, to help sweeten the deal.
Hey, that's a great idea! And we can get even more units! Yeah.
Oh, come on, where did I put that thing? Found you.
Peter! Oh, I'm gonna kill him. He broke it, Mom.
That doesn't mean it was okay to hit that boy. Violence isn't the answer to every problem. Are you listening to me?
But it's okay for him to just break my stuff.
Of course not. I imagine he's learned his lesson, though.
You gave me this for my birthday. I mean, you should be pissed off, too.
And what he did was wrong, but you don't just go punching every person who makes you mad. Especially not someone who's 3 grades above you. I mean, that kid practically shaves.
I may have made some mistakes.
Oh, you think? At least you acknowledge it. This can't keep happening, Peter. I know I haven't been home as much lately, but that's all the more reason I need you to step up and take some responsibility.
I know.
Then you know tomorrow you're apologizing to that boy. And I mean a real apology. No smart aleck stuff.
I'm sorry, Mom. You're right.
It's okay, baby. You're a good kid. You're so much smarter than this. When you want to be. I think we could both use a chance to clear our heads, don't you? What we need is a little perspective. Sometimes it takes stepping back from your problems to see how small they actually are. Beautiful. These last few months haven't been easy. For either of us. But, I'm not always gonna be here. I worry about you. You're growing up so fast.
Don't worry about me, Mom.
I'll never stop worrying about you. You're gonna be around long after I'm gone. I just don't want you to be alone.
Mom?
I'm fine, baby. It's nothing. It's just the dust. I know you've got a lot on your mind. But that kid you fought, maybe he does too. Promise me in the future you'll use your words instead of your fists.
I will, Mom. I promise.
Thank you, baby.
You fixed it! Hell!
What can I say, huh? I'm pretty good. Hey, great song. Someone with exceptional taste must have introduced you to this one.
Uh-huh.
Higher and higher, baby. It's a living thing.
Come find me, Peter.
What?
The relic will show you the way.
Hey! Hey! Hello? You losing it or something? This thing ain't a person, you know. You okay?
That was incredibly weird.
Care to elaborate? Come on, what just happened?
I'm not really sure.
You've been standing here for hours talking to this thing.
Hours?
Yeah, the collector's guys are waiting for us. Don't tell me you forgot.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, you okay to go out there? You look like you just seen a ghost. I can't have you going out there all crazy-eyed in front of them. And you're acting weird, all right? Real weird. Hey, hello? Whatever's wrong with you, you better spit it out fast.
When I grabbed the relic, I was suddenly back on Earth. And my mom was there.
Isn't she dead?
I know she is. I just... Somehow it didn't feel that way.
Sounds like I'm not the only one who needs a break. Come on, we shouldn't keep him waiting. You still want to sell this thing, or...
We are not selling it.
Fine, sure. Whatever.
All right. Showtime. Let's go.
This is a bad idea.
I can mutter opinions into my breath, too.
Oh, I must admit, I'm surprised you contacted us. I know your Nova Corps connections would disapprove of this decision. They've been trying to shut down our operation for years. Something about the legality of capturing and detaining specimens against their will. But being displayed in our museum, that is a status of high honor.
I didn't do it for you. I did it for the cold, hard units.
Oh, we never inquire as to the motivations of our clients.
Because they are often illegal.
Play nice, Gamora.
Show him to me. What? You said the body never looked better?
I barely noticed it.
This is completely unacceptable. I can't bring Thanos' body to the Collector with a giant hole in it. He will kill me, and then he will send people after you. My employer requires all his specimens to be in pristine condition. Not broken, burned, or missing half a torso. This is a damaged good.
We had a deal.
Well, the deal was for museum quality.
You know who wouldn't have worried about this issue? The Nova Corps.
You know who should shut up?
Here's the new deal, Star-Lord. I'm taking the Mad title. Given the condition of his body, the Collector himself will need to personally appraise it. Only then will he authorize payment. If you wish to be compensated, you will agree to these terms. It would be foolish to argue. No, wait, we'll take the body. As is. You aren't the pushovers we suspected you to be. The Collector respects that. We consider this an investment in a very profitable future.
And that is how you make money.
You, PQ, are my personal hero!
Up top.
Peter Quill! We must finish what we started. I cannot delay any longer. My leader demands it.
I am Groot.
Don't know what the hell he's blabbing on about.
Look, guy, if you're here to rob me, it's not gonna be a fair fight. It's 5-on-1.
Easy.
You have something I desire. The Eternity Forge. And since Jinzar could not retrieve it earlier, I must take it myself.
I will not fail you again, Hala.
She an ex-girlfriend of yours? Know you dated some crazies, but this is a whole nother level.
You know, she's not really my type.
Well, you seem to be her type.
Both of you, shut up and start fighting back!
I'll protect the money.
Rocket!
Retrieve the relic.
How do you like that? Oh, hey! Get the hell off! Say, get off! Hey, let go! Come on! Mine. No, no, hey, hey!
We have what we came for.
Rocket, we need the ship!
The engines are down! Gonna take a minute!
We can't wait! They're getting away!
I'm coming with you.
There's only one pack. Allow me to fight beside you, Star-Lord. I killed Thanos. I can kill some measly blue warriors.
The size of that warship. You can't fight your way through that. Take me, and they'll never even know we were there.
Let us paint her ship red with blood. From the inside.
Gamora, you're with me.
As you wish.
Kill all the Kree for me, Star-Lord. If you do not, I shall never forgive you.
Rocket. You need to know this. That ship you're heading towards, it's Kree, commanded by someone named Hala the Accuser.
Kree? But their planet was destroyed. I thought they were extinct.
You ain't wrong. That ship, those people, shouldn't exist. Well, I'm looking right at it.
Airlock.
Right behind you.
Gamora!
Thanks.
Anytime. Looks clear. Get moving.
Would be nice if you'd fill me in here. Yesterday, that relic was nothing to you. I mean, you drank out of it. Now you're blindly chasing it into a Kree warship? What aren't you telling me? I don't understand. This isn't like you.
Back on the Milano, it showed me something. A vision. I was back home. And it felt so real. My mom told me to come find her.
You saw your dead mom in a dream?
We don't know what this thing is. It could be affecting you.
You think I'm crazy?
I don't know what I think.
But I will add it to the list of insane things that's happened to us lately.
Look, we just need to get the relic back.
All right, Peter. Whatever you say.
Rocket, how are the engines looking?
Not great, Pete. The old girl's seen better days. Hey, Groot, don't stick your roots in that.
Hey, Drax.
Peter, is the slaughter glorious over there? Spare no gruesome detail.
Haven't run into anyone yet.
Oh, good. I am less envious now.
Those are pictures of... Whoa.
This is more tomb than worship.
This just made our job easier.
Perhaps, but this is unsettling. Why do they keep their dead in pods?
What's up, Gomorrah?
Well, between being attacked by a Kree warlord, selling Thanos to the Collector, and now this, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. It's just one thing after another.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but, I could use another party right about now.
Not sure I ever recovered from the last one. Those glyphs are Kree, but I can't make out what it says.
I can. Much better.
Ship performing at 6% crew efficiency.
That is a lot of dead folks. The bridge. Hala's gotta be there, which means that's where the relic is.
Hala would be expecting a direct attack. We need to find a way in there without being seen.
% of stasis pods online. Power diverted to access way. 36 stasis pods now offline. Equilibrium terminated.
Whoa. My bad.
They can't get any deader, I guess.
Hey, Gomorrah. I'm game if you are.
Perfect. Lead the way.
just say?
Someone has deactivated the stasis pods.
Arm your weapons.
We must find them. They cannot be far. Keep moving!
Did you hear that?
Do not worry, sweet one. You shall be back by my side soon. Once we return home, the process can begin. Few survive an encounter with me and return for more. Peter Quill.
It's pronounced Star-Lord.
One more step and she dies. It will be easy to remove her head. Do not test me.
Wait. Don't hurt her.
Very well. I cannot lose my son again. You will not take him from me. I have been searching for so long. No one will stand in my way.
Is that who you were talking to? Your son?
I thought he was lost. I thought they all were. Thanos eradicated my people. Destroyed my planet. Now that you have killed him, the Eternity Forge will be our salvation. You have no idea what this means to me. To the Kree, our rightful place in the stars shall be restored.
Yeah, not to be a dick or anything, but I really don't care. Bad stuff happens to everyone.
You should care. This will affect every single planet in the galaxy. You really do not know how this works, do you? The Forge requires a sacrifice. Would you kill someone to bring a loved one back?
No. I'd never do that.
I thought as you once did. Until everything was taken from me. Billions of Kree have died. Bringing them all back will require many sacrifices. I will not rest until we have conquered every star system in the galaxy. Starting with you. No!
Peter! Peter, I'm here. Oh no.
Thank you. Gomorrah, I'm glad I brought you along.
It's my fault. I should have seen her attack coming. Rocket, we gotta go. Hollis' ship is coming after us.
I don't know if we can outrun her.
We have to try.
Stay with me, Peter.
Pete! Peter! What happened? Are you...
I am Groot?
I don't know, buddy. I hope so.
Hey, guys.
This is your fault, Green Witch. You allowed him to die.
As if you could have done any better. Either of you.
Yeah, go on. Blame the guy who rescued me.
Peter, no.
I'll give you some time to say goodbye.
You know, your mama'd smack you upside the head she saw you moping over her like this. Quills ain't no little babies.
The hell do you know, mister? You don't know my mom, and you don't know me.
I know a lot more than you think. Ah! You better pull it together, boy, because I'm the closest thing you got to family right now. Now let's get. I don't want to be on this planet any longer than I have to.
What the hell are you?
What? What? Well, ain't you got a scrote on you? The name's Yondu Udanta. Your ma wrote me into taking care of you if something ever happened. Something happened. Now, you can come with me easy, or am I gonna have a fight on my hands? Won't do you much good. You're a bony little scrap of nothing. I can take you without needing to lift a finger.
And why should I trust you?
'Cause my word is my bond, boy. What I say, I do. There's nothing in between. So what's it gonna be?
All right. I'm ready to get out of here. I trust you.
That a boy. Come on. Let me show you your new home.
What?
Don't worry, my little Star-Lord. I'm here to help you. It'll be all right.
Am I dead?
You are, but you have nothing to fear.
Mom?
Come find me, Peter. I'll be waiting for you.
Sailing away on the crest of a wave, it's like magic. All rolling and riding and sleeping and sliding, it's magic.
This thing recording? Okay, so yeah. I thought once Thanos was kaput, we'd have to change our name. Heroes of the Galaxy. Partiers of the Galaxy. Yeah, but the thing about this place, it never stays guarded for long. As soon as Hala found out we had the Eternity Forge, we shot up to numero uno on her murder list. Yes, dying hurt. A lot. What kind of question is that?
Yeah, you know what, buddy? Why don't I field these questions? Since we're putting this on record, it was a brilliant idea to pawn off Thanos. We got paid the big bucks, the collector has a brand new exhibit, everyone's happy. Except Gamora, but she's never happy.
Peter ain't a bad kid. Bit of a whiny pushover on his best days. Soon as he showed up at my hideout, I could tell he got himself in some kind of trouble. The Kree ain't folks you want to mess with.
I thought my reunion with Nebula would go over better. That she'd understand I was trying to mend things between us. I was wrong. Once she found out what the Eternity Forge could do, everything it could do, there was no stopping her.
I'm gonna use an Earth analogy here, so just bear with me. The Guardians, we're like the Beatles. I'm John, Gamora is Paul, Rocket is Ringo, Drax is George, and Groot, well, Groot is just Groot. It's not a perfect analogy, all right? We yell, sure. We fight, but damn do we make beautiful music. I just hope I can keep the band together, or this galaxy doesn't stand a chance.
Огромное спасибо за просмотр. Подписываемся, ставим лайки, обсуждаем. До новых встреч.